Okay, today we're going to be doing a quick fix on my V3 flip mod. Very nicely done. It's all engraved and pretty and everything. And what we're going to be fixing is on the top end there, you have that 510 connector. It looks like it's kind of sunken in. That's partly because I didn't have it fully assembled for easy disassembly. So what we're going to do, we're going to fix the spring. We're going to take off the cover. Don't need that part for now. And as you see in there, there's this little screw that unscrews all the way. I've got it partly loosened just because it saves time. And you're going to unscrew that. Take that out. That leaves you with your negative 510 threading. You don't need that for now, so we'll put it aside. And we pull this apart. What you'll find inside there is a little tiny, I'm not sure whether it's copper or copper and beryllium. It's a little tiny spring. It's kind of been heated a little bit. It's a little bit scorched, and it's not quite as springy as it once was. So what we need to do is replace that. Finding one of those is bloody near impossible. What I did actually come up with was a quick phone call to Blatant plug for their business for all the help they gave me with this. There we go. Maritime Hobbies and Crafts. That's at 1521 Grafton Street, Halifax, Nova Scotia. And they were a great help in helping me select the type and gauge of wire. And what we actually came up with is a 0.18 or 20 gauge brass rod. It's very conductive. It's even more conductive. It's about 6 times more conductive than stainless steel. Not quite as conductive as copper, but it's also a lot harder, so you get that nice spring effect. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go and get the Coil Master jig. I've already measured it. This is my 3.5 millimeter jig. Put one end in here. Actually, we don't need the whole thing, so let's just move that about halfway. Yeah, it looks about halfway to me. And we're going to give this a little start. And what we're actually shooting for is about 11 or 12 wraps. So we're not actually going to use them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10's enough. And we'll clip that off there now. Put this aside. There's lots there for another coil. We'll flip this part over. Straighten it just a bit. And we're going to add a little bit more wrap, if possible. No, the reason we're doing that little extra is we're going to cut it off. So now you have a little coil, but that doesn't do us a whole lot of good. What we want is a spring. So I'm going to take my one set of pliers here. Just going to grab it onto that. If I could find the other set of needle nose, I would use that, but since I can't, I'm just gonna use the regular old flat pliers and get that other end of the coil. Grab a hold of that, and we're just going to stretch that apart roughly an inch or so. About an inch. Doesn't matter because it's going to compress anyway. Now I really like the way this end turned out here, so I'm going to clip this pretty close. There, for that first turn. It's going to give us a nice flush base for one side or the other. This one here, just going to find a nice part where the coil is not bent up too bad. Clip that off there like so. And what we now have is a nice brass spring. And this brass spring just fits just nicely in the top part of that 510 pin, and the bottom part just goes quite nicely over the other side. And as you can see, lots and lots and lots and lots of springy. Put this back in here, thread that in. And that'll pop up nicely for when you put your adapter on there. And I'm going to take one of my 25 amp LG batteries. $18,650. And it's what is that? Actually, this is a Samsung battery, even better. So, take the Samsung battery, make sure that's off, negative to the bottom. I have this part to clean it, and I haven't had a battery in it yet. Take the bottom switch off. Now this unit supports different battery lengths and also a kick. There we go. Bottom part back on. Give it a shake. Off. On. Turn it off again. My atomizer. And I don't feel, I like to take that off and just tighten this pin down just a little, half a tighten. Yeah, I got lots of room there yet, so I'm going to tighten it a little more. There we go. Because I don't want that pin to be compressed all the way. A tiny bit loose. Pull it out. Give it a quarter turn. You got to do this pretty much every time you change your battery. Well, Not every time you change your battery, but every time you work with that pin. Your shake, perfect. Open her up. We'll grab a different mod here. Yeah, that was a little freak show. I don't have it set up. There's not even any wires in it. This is a Mutation X version 4. Test wire. Listen to it. And lots of clouds, so we know our wire's doing what it's supposed to do. It's making a good connection, not adding very much resistance, doing the job. Now, 5 strips of that wire cost me $2.50. Each strip is 50 cents. Each strip, there's 5 strips. Each strip makes 2 wires, so you're looking to get 10 of them coils for $2.50, so like 25 cents a coil. You can't even have one shipped to you for that much. Anyway, that was educational. You have a good day.